What's up, guys? Sand7 here. Alright, quick guild for you. It's called Wickham, and this is thanks to Jake205. He's donated a Cupid account, and guys, in the next video when I do Cupid in depth, I'll be giving 2 Cupids away. Well, boss time 1430, they do tier 3, 10,000 might, 200 shards a week, and guys, it's a really good guild. It's one I definitely suggest, so give that one a try, and well, here's your contact right there. SeanRich99. You can contact him in-game or online chat. And again, guys, that is an Android guild. But alright, here's the new base setup. And, well, you'll notice that, well, a little different, but still running the death box. And I know, I spent like an hour and a half designing the thing on the bottom. And don't even tell me why. I don't know what I was doing. But first thing, I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see, well, how does it do against H? Because there are a few things that are a little different. Now, this design is from Hirsch. This is one that Hirsch mentioned he was farming I with, and I looked at it and I was like, okay, well, I want to give it a try. Now, I tweaked it a bit, basically with the entrances, the lanes. I extended it to make it, you know, too thick between so I could add a little zigzag pattern, and really from there didn't do too much to change it after that. Now, my hero choice. The thing I do is, on my 4 corners, I use ranged heroes. Preferably floaters. I've found, and I'm sold on the Reaper being better than Thunder God. It sounds insane, but I will take, this is my lineup. This is the lineup I absolutely love in the arena, and I love it in HBM. The only thing I would change is if I ever get the dragon, which ain't happening because I think I broke in like 50 eggs and didn't get it, but I was never expecting to get the dragon. I was like, I don't really want the dragon. He's not a must-have hero. Who cares? Until I played with an account with a dragon, and mother of God, walking through J with no garrisons and magic towers. That's because when the dragon procs, everything dies. Those of you that have seen the old video with Serpent Queen, when the dragon procs, he will wipe walls out like that. It is insane, and I got that video for you tomorrow. I wasn't planning on making this video right here today, but a few things happened. First, well, the new defense, and yes, it's going to be mostly HBM. I do have a little bit of arena in here for you, but I'm able to go through I with no garrisons for the very first time ever, and I figured, hey, what the hell, why not try J with no garrisons? I haven't beaten J yet. I knew that I could. I've been saving it. I wanted to save it till after I got all my achievements and kind of be the last thing I do. But I went ahead and was like, I'm going to go throw an attempt at it. Why not? Let's see what I can do. And what I do is I use 25 Guardians, which also was suggested by Hirsch. I was running like anywhere from 20 to 23, but I think, you know, at bumping it up to 25, it definitely works. Now, maybe even going up to 27, 28, 29, 30. You just don't want to go over that point to where you're just going to get crushed. Now, J is still luck. There's no doubt about it. You'll see what happens. I cannot believe I get by without garrisons, but first time beating J, doing without garrisons though, gotta do it with style, right? And I haven't done much editing in this video. Basically, I just wanted to show you what was going on with it, and here we go. I did H with it to test, and I was like, okay, well, it works pretty well, so let's move into I, and let's see what we got. Now, you'll notice that a troop camp in each corner, and that is vital. It makes sure that Thunder God does not proc more than once, if that. From there, you know, it's really worrying about Spirit Mage. But on I, Spirit Mage is kind of weak now. It sounds crazy saying that, but it really is time to start farming I without garrisons. And just a bigger base setup. Now, I'm using a level 20 Town Hall. You can do this with a 19 Town Hall. There's no doubt in my mind that I could make this with a level 19 Town Hall. I had walls to spare that I was able to do a few extra things. And you can see right there, there's Spirit Mage. The problem with Spirit Mage is she has enough range when she sits on a corner building that none of your heroes will pick her aggro up. She will sit there and get to swing away until that building is dead. Then when she walks in, yes, she'll die. That's why in I and J, especially in J, garrisons help so much because they will take that hooker out. But in J, without the garrisons, you're gonna have to survive a proc or two. That's why having your druid leveled up properly with his energetic, I have mine up at 5 of 9, which is nice. I'd like to have it at 6 of 9, but it gives you that extra heal. Now, you might be thinking, well, Druid, why should I, level Druid? It only gives you 1% extra attack bonus. That is true, but it gives an extra 10% for what he heals, and that's huge. And you start throwing that on top of the hero bases, which mine are all level 18. And guys, hero bases, hero bases, hero bases. 9 out of 10 times when I talk to someone, they're having problems in HBM, they have a perfect defense setup, they have like level 9 hero bases. Guys, they give you a 2% stat boost to everything. That means to your HP, to your attack, and Druid heals based on his attack. So when you buff him up with those hero bases, my Druid's healing for well over 10,000 now. And that is just huge, because dealing with I and J, you're gonna get popped by Spirit Mage. It's inevitable. So having Druid to be able to throw in that extra 10,000 heal to keep you safe, and hopefully you can survive that self-destruct here, and I cannot remember where he is, but that sucker is a pain in the ass. There's one on I and one on J that just crushed me. And one of the things, if you want to save gems, I'm not here. I'm just wasting gems, and if you didn't notice, I spent like 3,500 gems on useless ornaments, but 3 minutes is the number. As long as you're hiring these little guardians and it's under 3 minutes, you can tap it for 1. But anything over 3 minutes, it'll be 2. It's just an easy way to save a gem. Because God knows I'm not going to wait the full 3 minutes, right? I'm not even willing to wait 17 seconds to save a gem. I'm just mashing it. Alright, so I got some arena action for you, and alright, 85, 31, 09, 28. Bring it on, brother. You ain't got nothing. And what am I doing? See, mistouch. I didn't bring in my Cupid. There's not even a reason to try without having my Cupid in there. So make sure we get everybody in there. And I know that I got the open lane, so I can throw them all in the front. And here we go. Open lane situation where as long as my Minotaur procs, I'm fine. What I'm curious about is if I'm able to kill a 9-star Spirit Mage. And yes, okay. Right now, what happens is when my Spirit Mage procs, I'm getting a buff from Druid instantly, I'm getting a buff from Cupid instantly, and as long as my Minotaur procs first, I'm getting a buff from Pumpkin Duke instantly. And alright, we got Eddie Azul 10. Alright, brother, what's up? One of the guild members and Niggy and friends, and it's always fun. We go back and forth a little, and that's one of the things. I don't care who challenges me, and I'm pretty much going lone wolf, and I ran into him, and, well, that was obviously bad. But what I was saying is, when you get the buff, all your buff heroes, Spirit Mage's proc, it's not enough to kill. Not with mine at 7 of 9. That's why I need the Reaper. And the issue I'm having right now is, when the Reaper does hit, but it only hits 4 enemies. There's 6 of them in there, so that's 4 out of 6. 66% chance. Getting that up to 7 of 9 adds a target, and it gives you a much higher probability, not to mention the extra 25% damage you'll get once you're at 7 of 9. So, that combination of Spirit Mage and Reaper proccing, which mine proc at the exact same time, will pretty much wipe out any Spirit Mage. And guys, when their Spirit Mage is gone, it's over. That is how the arena works. Terry, yeah, just running through them, and that's me putting a Minotaur all the way in the front, everyone else in the back, to make sure my 5 of 5 Revite Stunner gets out there first. And we're going to go ahead and finish this up, and then it's going to be an attempt on J without Garrisons. Alright, here we go. Alright, sitting at 87. I'm going to try to make a little run today, but really it's getting that Reaper to 7 of 9 that's really going to help me. And you can see all the Christmas trees, but there it is. You can see that I had not beaten J before, and I haven't tried it. I didn't really even try it after I had beaten I, but this defense looks like it's working so well. Let's go ahead and try J. Why not? Okay, well, what you'll see is, well, they look all revited up, but that Spirit Mage is a problem. You can see how she's just staying there, but my Spirit Mage, yeah, the proc got her. If that proc didn't get her, she would have walked in and gone after my Spirit Mage, which would have been bad. But luckily, my Spirit Mage did proc on her. Now, with their Spirit Mage, her order of operation when she procs, what heroes it chooses to go after, it goes after troops first. You can see right there, that is one problem with this defense, but, it's a minor one to tell you the truth. As long as you have your decoy troops, which those are my Guardians, because like I said, Spirit Mage will hit those first. Thunder God, on the other hand, yeah, he will hit troops sometimes, but he has a habit of proccing on top of hero bases. And when he does that, it's usually over. And, okay, we got Thunder God right here, and, well, Thunder God, I put Thunder God in over Reaper simply because I wanted the chance of him proccing on top of Spirit Mage. Like I said, Thunder God, he tends to proc on heroes or hero bases. And that's what I was thinking, is having him in there to take care of Spirit Mage. And, well, it didn't work. Didn't work at all. I got absolutely owned. So, I was thinking, well, let's go ahead and get these troops back in here. When I was doing that, I was thinking, I don't know, maybe I should put Reaper in there. My Reaper is leveled up. Not as high as Thunder God, but still, it's an 8-star hero. Now, skill level, my Thunder God's still a 4-9. I have not taken that up past 4, simply because he's not an arena hero for me, and I'm focusing on the arena. Reaper, on the other hand, well, it's at 5 of 9, and Reaper does have a tendency to reap from heroes. When he uses his special ability, he will suck it out, and if that's just another hero that has a good opportunity to kill their Spirit Mage. And the more heroes that I have that are hitting multiple targets, which Thunder God, yes, he does hit multiple targets, but a lot of times he'll proc on one thing, and if no one's around it, well, it's kind of wasted. The Reaper will always hit 4 targets for me. And when that Reaper is all buffed up, then, well, it starts hitting hard enough to just one-shot heroes out here on this HBM, because Pumpkin Duke can keep it going, and it's when Pumpkin Duke gets to that second stack, when he, stacks that Celebrate up, then it's just a one-shot, period. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get these traps in, and we're going to go after Jay again. Now, I gotta say, I was very, very, very surprised to just walk through I, like you just saw there. Now, H, I wasn't too worried about H. When I make a new defense, and I suggest everyone do this, when you make a new defense, test it out on an HBM that's easy. Not way too easy, then you're not going to learn anything from it. But the one you're used to farming, or if you're farming one that you're barely getting by, well, go to the one that's below that and test the defense out. So that way, if you do have defensive flaws, you'll still get the shards. But here we go on Jay, and what you'll see again is that Spirit Mage having time all by herself, sitting out on that gold vault. But luckily, Druid comes in there, and there's the proc. But you see, my heroes are untouched. My decoy troops are getting popped left and right. Now, here on J2, I think I got a little bit lucky for them to split like this. Because when they split, there's not nearly as much for Spirit Mage to get the proc on. And, well, there's lots of Thopters, which that gets me revved up and going, and there's my Reaper just reaping that Mage. Yeah! Because that Mage was about to proc. I was looking at that, I was like, oh, I'm dead. Oh, no. And then I get a bottom spawn. I'm like, okay, well, I got plenty of time. Pumpkin Duke's going to go off. Spirit Mage versus Spirit Mage. Oh, yeah. Druid heal. Okay. Alright, well, we're a little beat up right now, and I'm needing Druid to heal as soon as possible, and hopefully high... Okay, get another low spawn, which, that's not so good. Okay, but Reaper starts off, I'm low. Druid, heal! Heal for me, brother! Heal! Alright. Now on J4, if you get past everything else, then you just have the Thopters left. All your heroes, they're all pretty much going to be full health because there are so many Thopters. J5, oh, I get a low spawn again? Not the best spawn I could have got. There's only one gold vault between me and death. Reaper's gone, but oh, Minotaur procs, and then everyone's going off, and oh, it's over! No way! Jay beaten the first time without Garrisons, doing it in style. Yeah, baby! Not the 600 XP I saw last time from the account I did it with a dragon, but still, I will take it. Love the defense. Thank you, Hirsch. Alright, guys. Sand7 out.